Hello, and welcome to a next video about 14 worst most corrupt countries. I am Dr. Anthony. 1. North Korea. The government controls all aspects of life, including media, economy, and education. Human rights abuses, including forced labor camps and executions, are common. 2. Somalia. The country is plagued by political instability, terrorism, and piracy. Corruption is rampant, and the government has little control outside of the capital city. 3. Afghanistan. The country is a hotbed of terrorism and insurgency, with the Taliban and other extremist groups operating freely. Corruption is widespread, and the government is weak and ineffective. 4. South Sudan. The country has been plagued by civil war and ethnic violence since gaining independence in 2011. Corruption is rampant, and human rights abuses are common. 5. Syria. The country has been torn apart by a brutal civil war since 2011. The government has been accused of widespread human rights abuses, including the use of chemical weapons against civilians. 6. Yemen. The country is in the midst of a civil war between the government and Houthi rebels. The conflict has led to widespread destruction and a humanitarian crisis. Corruption is also a major issue. 7. Venezuela. The country is in the midst of a political and economic crisis, with hyperinflation, food shortages, and widespread poverty. The government has been accused of human rights abuses and corruption. 8. Iraq. The country has been plagued by terrorism, insurgency, and sectarian violence since the U.S.-led invasion in 2003. Corruption is widespread, and the government is seen as ineffective and corrupt. 9. Libya. The country has been in a state of chaos since the overthrow of Muammar Gaddafi in 2011. Various armed groups control different parts of the country, and human rights abuses are common. 10. Sudan. The country has been plagued by civil war, ethnic violence, and human rights abuses for decades. Corruption is widespread, and the government has been accused of supporting terrorism. 11. Democratic Republic of Congo. The country has been plagued by conflict and instability for decades. Corruption is rampant, and human rights abuses, including rape and child soldier recruitment, are common. 12. Russia. The country is known for its authoritarian government, crackdown on dissent, and widespread corruption. The government has been accused of human rights abuses, including the suppression of political opposition. 13. Nigeria. The country is plagued by corruption, terrorism, and ethnic violence. The government has been accused of human rights abuses, including extrajudicial killings and torture. 14. Pakistan. Torture,